He's certainly capable. 4-1 in the 5. Ballybunion, Mach 3 Cold. Finished up with loads of late speed in his qualifier. Third, beaten just over a couple of lengths. Home in 26-2. 8th race in behind the starting gate. Here they come. Slow start for the rail horse, Rusty's Overload. They're off and pacing, and a good beginning for Joe Hill as he sprints off the gate. Joe Hill goes for command. Center leading out with him as the battle begins. The rail third belongs to Viewland. Reverend Hanover got good gate speed. Outside from in fourth, tucked in fifth went Big Kisser. The outside from in sixth as they roll into the first turn. Going to get seated up as they move into the turn is Ballybunion. Further back, Rusty's Overload after a slow start came away seventh. The rail from an eighth as they march on by the quarter pole is Conversation Boy. And the final two in the field are Mr. Carrots and Arc Hanover. So a quarter of 27-2. Joe Hill threw it down. Joe Hill leads by a length and a half. Second to the long shot, the battle begins. Viewland is gapped out by 3 lengths in third. Reverend Hanover fourth, good 7 lengths off the lead already. Then it's back inside to Big Kisser from in fifth. Stalking them from back in sixth is Ballybunion. And tipped to the outside seventh comes Rusty's Overload as they near the midway point. They're there, 56-2, a second quarter of 29 flat for Joe Hill, who leads into the final turn. Joe Hill on top, the lead a length and a half. Sitting second, the battle begins. Viewland is gapping from in third. Christopher can't wait any longer. Reverend Hanover gets a right line as he's on the move out of fourth now. Suddenly about 3 off the lead. As Reverend Hanover covers the ground well on the way to 3/4, coming after Joe Hill. Joe Hill still the king of the castle to 3/4. He's on top by a length and a half. The battle begins into second. Reverend Hanover third, 3/4 in 1:24.3. That was an amped up clip of 28-1 in that third panel. Joe Hill comes into the stretch. Pocket sitter from in second. The battle begins. Reverend Hanover on the outside, digging, driving third, now second and coming on. Joe Hill on the inside. Outside is Reverend Hanover, and Reverend Hanover's got him in deep stretch. Reverend Hanover strikes the front and draws clear, and he'll win this one going away. A sharp debut for Reverend Hanover. It's Reverend Hanover in front. Joe Hill second. The battle begins was third. Fourth was Ballybunion in 1:52.1.